15 feet away. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
The speed and the commitment from Durant sets his sights on the bucket and not to be denied.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
76ers TNT.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. Clark sets a screen for Cunningham. Pass to Holland, looking for Clark, and he gets it there. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Grimes with it. Williamson outside. Five to shoot. And finished off by Williamson.
And Zion Williamson making the price of admission worth it with a dunk like that.
Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham outside. Outside, Ball. Detroit, no good that time either. The 76ers have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Williamson outside. Here's Durant. Misses the baby hook. Detroit's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Okoro shot is off.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Outside, KD. Launches a 3. Oh, the Suki smooth 3 from KD.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Pass to Cunningham. Clark sets a screen for Cunningham. Back to Ball. 6 to shoot. To end the run. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Philadelphia leading by 7. At the top of the key, Maxey. Back to Durant. Sweet move, and KD throws it down.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for this guy is just so unreal.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The 76ers will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Victor Wembanyama, while George comes in for Zion Williamson. Ingram, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Holland. And here is Duren. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Cunningham. Duren trying to break free. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Cunningham.
Just a great job by Cunningham using the dribble to create separation.
Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Now, here's ball. Okoro passes to Holland. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham for three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night. Here's Maxey. And he makes that one. Maxey's got 7 now in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Okoro. He's got 6. Here's Cunningham. Goes up again. Latrey. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's George. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. 8-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
And he's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren. .129 left in the second quarter. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Ball. Left side, Maxey. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
And that's the thing about Maxey. He is wiry strong. You see him there, absorb the contact, stay on balance, and finish.
Okoro kicks to Holland. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Still searching for his first bucket of the night. He is struggling, and so is his team.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Again, Philadelphia.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Cunningham looking it over. Duren the pass to Ball. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? Hits the front of the rim and out.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Well, he's got great length for a wing. At 6'8", he can just get to the rim whenever he wants.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Duren. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so we wrap up the first half. 76ers lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're teaching a course on the interior, Shaq, the philosopher of the big Aristotle.
Yeah, pounded in there repeatedly. Excellence is a habit, not in action. That is a quote from the OG.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
You never know how long it will take for a rookie to adjust to the NBA game, but these guys have figured it out quickly.
Yeah, it's been a smooth start to the season for them. Look, we all know there are going to be bumps in the road as the other teams adjust. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Pistons trail by 14. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Brandon Ingram. Adds Durant in at the small forward spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Wembanyama finds Ingram. Fires from deep. The shot by KD. No good. Cunningham passes to Hunt, and he jams it with authority.
That's a beautiful pass. You just love the way Cunningham generates offense.
The 76ers leading by 12. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Kevin, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's Maxey. Isaac Okoro picking up that last basket. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 13.
You can't just stop when there's a big setup. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Ingram following the bucket by the Pistons. Wembanyama outside. Maxey, that's a two-pointer. Rebound by the Pistons. Holland's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Maxey against Cunningham. There's the drive. The lead now cut to single digits. Cunningham's got 21 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And KD drops them both.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
To the inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
Maxey finds Wembanyama. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
Big miscommunication. on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. You take a look at Holmgren. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Tyrese Maxey. He shows up in that same conversation. He's another player that shoots it extremely well from outside.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of course. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
And it's ball in the corner. And Detroit again with the bucket. Here's Ingram. 6 points for him. With the crossover, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That is a strong finish by Ingram. Wiry strength, but he does have some power behind it.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for one, Brandon Ingram.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Okoro. To Cunningham. Buries it down low. And that's now 25 points for Cade Cunningham. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 14 points. That three off the mark. Pistons trail by 9. Now Okoro. 8 points for him. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Jalen Duran is certainly a force in his NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Here's Ingram. Holland with the rebound. Holland's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Okoro kicks to Cunningham. Outside, ball. Back to Cunningham. The three-pointer, no good. The 76ers leading by 10. Back to Ingram. The three. Another three for Philadelphia.
This shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Maxey against Cunningham. And stolen by Maxey. Edgecombe with it. Still yet to score. Outside Durant. Launches it. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside ball. Back to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
Lets it go from 14. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Ball, the pass to Duran. Cunningham for 3. He can't hit that time.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Pass to Maxey. Shoots over ball. Maxey, no good. Pistons trail by 16. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
Take a break.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
The first one falls.
Well, you talk about using your size. Jalen Duren's focus is always on exactly that. He's on the floor looking for blocks, boards, and inside offensive production. Anywhere his physicality can give him an edge.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Williamson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Maxey. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
A moment to check out Zion Williamson. Coming off a terrific season, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Ingram passes to Collins. Back to Ingram. A 3-ball. Duran pulls it in. Duran's. Now here's Okoro. He's got 8. Picked by Clark. Howland. Detroit, no good that time either.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And here is Okoro. Into the lane, to the middle. Here's Duran. And he uses the glass on the layup. 14 points here for Jalen Duran.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Now here's Ingram. He's tightly guarded. Pistons trail by 12. Pass to Okoro. Clark outside. Okoro setting the pick for Clark. There's Ball with the three, and it's Ingram with the rebound. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Ingram a screen on Ball. Here's Edgecombe. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bucket is good. Okoro's got 10 points.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Thanks to Ingram. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. The 76ers, number 1.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Paul George, he's checked in for Ingram. And Detroit with a change here, too. Washburn's checked in. They could use a bucket. Crimes with the bucket. He's got 7.
For his position and scoring prowess, Zion certainly puts up good assist numbers.
Pass to Washburn. Clark outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Collins against Durant. Here's Edgecombe. Gets an open look and hits. Edgecombe's got his first bucket of the night.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ball with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And no doubt, the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique. But, man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Here's Edgecombe. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now, here's Clark. Driving to the basket. Okoro finds Ball. Clark sets a screen for Ball. And the Pistons another 3.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Inside, here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
That is a powerful finish. Zion is an intimidating presence.
Pass to Washburn. Now, here's Durant. Outside, Ball. Here's Washburn. And here is Clark. The 3. Offensive rebound. And Durant slams it in.
And another one goes for Durant. He has really found something out there tonight, and he is having a big night scoring.
Now, here is George. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Grimes. Jacks up a 3. Ball with the rebound. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Washburn. Fires the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers on top, up by 12. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the 4th for Detroit here in the 4th. They've got Clark, and it's Washburn into the 2 guard. Here's Washburn. Here's Clark. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Maxey in the corner. Drills it from outside. Maxey's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Philadelphia. Pass to Cunningham. That one drops for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now here's Durant. There's the three. And Maxey with the basket on the assist from KD. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Buries it from three-point range.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
A huge part of Wembanyama's game, his ability to just devour the glass on both ends.
Here's Cunningham. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Ingram outside. Here's Wembanyama. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. Cunningham against Maxey. Cunningham's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 15. Ingram deciding where to go with it. From outside the arc. Detroit with the rebound.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Cunningham for 3. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
And that one's good. Wembanyama.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Samori. And a miss there on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Yeah, Maxey putting all of this on full display. When he's hot like this, he's going to keep getting the ball.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 19. Here's Samori. Offline from the high post.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Now, here's Maxey. He doesn't hit that one. Cunningham with some nice D. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shoots a fader. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Philadelphia leading by 19 points. Maxey deciding where to go with it. The rebound by Washburn. Washburn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Samori. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Got that one up quick. And it's 7 points here for P.J. Edgecombe.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Washburn. Clark, a screen on Maxey. Here's Samori. Detroit, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the recoverage pay.
Wembanyama, a screen on Clark. They get it again. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. 2 points, that one goes. Wembanyama's got 13 points in the second half.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Samori, guarded by KD, pass to Washburn. Here's Samori. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Ingram wide open. Oh, good with the triple.
It's just not his night from the three, but this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Cunningham inside. He's covered by Maxey. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner, and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now, that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Free throw good, Maxey.
And what I love about Tyrese Maxey, he's so good at just overwhelming you with energy. He puts the defense in a tough spot because of his relentless ability to push the pace.
Williamson is checked in for the 76ers. Maxey hits them both. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Now Ball. After the missed three from Tyrese Maxey, Ball finds Duren. Duren with the screen on Maxey. Cunningham. Some solid defense from Maxey. The 76ers leading by 20. Pass to Wembanyama. Offensive rebound. Here's Edgecombe. Off target from outside. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Pistons trail by 20. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Williamson. Durant with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ball feeling it out a bit. And here is Okoro. Another three for Detroit.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The 76ers leading by 14. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's Maxey. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama outside. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots over Okoro. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Cunningham. Now Ball. Duran sets the screen for Ball. Oh, no good on the dunk. Philadelphia leading by 14. Now Maxey. Now Wembanyama. Finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And you love to see this assertive play from Wembanyama, refusing to let himself be stopped inside.
Now Ball. Launches it. The three goes down.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And that one falls.
Well, as a scorer, Cunningham is equally comfortable from all 3 levels.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Let's lose a 3. And it doesn't go. Pistons trail by 11. And he banks the layup in.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Outside, KD. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. Wembanyama fires. Oh, and wide open, nails the J.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the 76ers.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these 2 teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, when he's dominant on the glass, his team benefits in so many ways. He took a lot of pressure off of his teammates tonight.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Cunningham against Maxey. Oh, the dunk. Here's Maxey. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.